This is a new YouTuber I've never watched before. Drama Queen. Now, TikTok glorification of overusing plastic is unsettling. I will be honest with you. I've seen a lot of throwaway and a lot of waste, definitely in America in itself when it comes to TikTok. And I would love to take a look at it, this video itself. I feel like people are wasting too much. People are abusing, like, I hate also, the worst thing is that I really hate those replacement plastic products because a lot of them suck. You know, like a paper cup and like, you know, whenever you get something, you get like a paper like spoon or a paper like fork and you're trying to eat with it or use it, it just doesn't work. I can't use it. Wouldn't you? It just doesn't work. So it kind of sucks that we have so many other things that could probably be replaced by paper, but still using plastic. But anyways, let's take a look at this video as I'm anxious to see the points. I've never seen this YouTube before. 1
teaspoon of really any coffee besides Nescafe and half a raw sugar. Oh, that's my cue.
Are they Aussie?
Oh, it's the tits. There is something rather unusual going out of your way to spend real life money on plastic disposable cups just to make your coffee at home feel a little bit more like you're at a cafe.
This is what you call brain rot. This is when your brain has actually gone a little bit down and started to, like, there's some form of acid being created on top of the surface of your brain and making it a little bit softer and smoother. Because how the fuck do you want to feel? Is there something about like going to a coffee shop that you just, I don't know, like, it's just like nostalgia? I can't with people. Maybe they're feeling nostalgic. Oh my God, I remember the time I went to Starbucks. I don't know. Like, what the fuck would you do this?
Or make it taste like a below average Starbucks coffee. I'm sorry to all the Starbucks lovers out there, but the coffee over at that joint is not the tits. But what if I told you that people over on TikTok are that desperate to spend their money, they're now buying disposable plastic cups and straws and even stickers to make it feel as though they actually went out and bought the coffee.
Isn't that kind of sad? Like, you have the option to go out, but you decided, you know what? I will spend more money on making it feel like I went out.
Trick yourself into feeling like you bought an iced coffee today. Naughty corner!
Damn!
It isn't normal to have this innate feeling of needing to have bought a coffee every single other day. Otherwise, we're throwing our arms up in the air. That's it. How am I going to cope with life struggles if I don't have my silly little drink as a reward for getting through the day? And it's okay. I am sympathizing with those that need a silly little drink every single day just to get through to the next one. And the next one, and the next one.
That's life. Unfortunately, that's life. It sounds fine, by the way.
I'm gonna dangle in the garage soon, guys. I'm just kidding. That was actually rather morbid. I apologize to Yappersville. I'm sorry. But what makes a difference if the contents is in a plastic cup? You're still having your taste like syrup rather than coffee beverage, but it's still never enough for these people. Like, yes, have your drink. Nobody is trying to take that away from you. It's this unnecessary use of plastic when this person, they have mugs to make their coffees in.
And you can also buy reusable like plastic cups that are a little bit more thick that you can just wash yourself if you really have this smooth brain rot that you feel like you gotta reward yourself and make yourself think that you were outside and bought coffee.
This planet doesn't stand a chance at surviving if this is a route that's going to continue to be popularized. And I'm sorry, but why exactly do you need to trick yourself?
Wait, what the fuck? Making myself a mocha at home to putting it in a plastic cup before heading out so I don't spend $9 for the vibes. Is this like a social status thing now? Is this because like you're not like You feel weird if you don't use like one of those reusable cups. Told ya, flex culture. It's actually flex culture. That's sad.
Into making yourself feel as though you've had a coffee from a coffee shop.
I bought plastic cups to make me feel like I just bought a coffee.
At this rate, you'd be better off actually going to get a coffee if you're just gonna spend all this money on Amazon ordering insignificant shit that cannot be recycled. It almost feels as though I am living in a completely different plane of existence than these people who are just so insistent on destroying this planet, but so long it makes them feel good. Hashtag self-care, hashtag self-love. It's so self-care and
can't they just recycle them? Yeah, they're not reusable, but can't they recycle them anyways? Like, I don't know, like, I don't know, like, but regardless, like, point B is that people are very into like flex culture and presenting them in a certain manner. And I think it's becoming more and more like an issue, like in the sense that nobody gives a fuck. But for some reason, some people think they give a fuck. So they keep on doing this on repeat. A plastic itself is non-recyclable one. The plastic itself is non-recyclable. Oh,
self-love to be ingesting all those microplastics, isn't it, Bethany? It's also really funny when people on TikTok like this get criticized for their excessive plastic use and waste on top of that, as they almost feel as though it's a personal attack on their entire identity and moral compass. This is such a waste of plastic.
I feel like this is a waste of time. Like, why would you do it like this? Why would you buy all these cups, and why do you have the space for it? What's the point of it? Like, I just don't get the point.
Have a great
W for making your own coffee though, instead of buying that bullshit.
Thanks for commenting. You're not fooling anybody with your faux positive.
I love how mad we are about using plastic cups though. I love this.
Comment, Emily. Guess someone's never heard
you
of
little bitch. How dare you? I like this girl. I like them.
Reuse and recycle.
They are buying coffee syrup, Addy. You are right. I don't understand why people make that bullshit anyways. Like, just make a normal cup of coffee. Why do you gotta put all of this random bullshit in your coffee? They ain't brewing shit. Oh, they just. Oh, okay.
When I do these guttural screams, I am trying to let the demons come up on out of
addicted
me, okay?
to sugar,
because talking about topics like,
yeah, I don't know, like they're drinking desserts all the time. A lot of people that go to Starbucks and stuff tends to most of the time they are not even drinking coffee. There's probably like 2% or 5% coffee, and the rest is like sugar and milk and cream and stuff like that, and syrups. And it's like, what's the point, man?
These, it really makes you feel like the only sane person left on the planet.
Coffee flavored milkshake. That's exactly what it is. Literally a dessert.
Buying yourself plastic cups and lids to make your homemade latte feel a little more like a $6 latte.
Why does that matter? Like, this is actual brain rot. Who gives a fuck? Do y'all care? Like, I don't know. Bro.
As with every single topic I talk about here on this channel, it comes with a lot of nuance. No, I am not a black and white person. I see the color,
I care for the drama,
and the shapes and the textures in every single little thing I talk about. And that is kind of why I take a rather different approach. I can acknowledge that the behavior that's being presented to us.
This is your sign to buy a pack of plastic coffee cups to make your matcha coffee at home. This is your sign. Go get it now.
So far is an illustration of the times we're living in.
Thank God.
Such
yes,
as
Queen.
People are longing for that 5 minutes.
Oh my God. I love her. Me on the way to work drinking my iced coffee I made at home in a fancy plastic cup, but my mind is convinced it's from the drive-thru. Whoa, W.
Of pleasure.
It's amazing.
No outside noise, no what's happening today, why is my anxiety spiking, just inner peace. And for a lot of people, having a silly little drink a day keeps it all inside and pushes it down even further. And the act of going out to buy a coffee for some people genuinely is a band-aid for what they're feeling in that very moment. Like, I'm going to reward myself for getting through today just to make myself feel better about right now. And
I think that's completely fine. Like, at least as you should do and reward yourself and treat yourself. Like, I think that at least me, once I became an adult, I needed another individual to remind myself that I should probably take care of myself and reward yourself. And you should do that. But like, if this is about like flex culture, like, I'm sorry to say, but why don't you flex with your like other things instead of a cup of plastic coffee? Is there not other things you could finance that would make you better flex instead of a big hoodie covering like a cheap big hoodie covering everything, or just generally any other thing? Like, I don't know, like, can't you flex your anything else? Like anything else?
And I know that sounds very okay, but let's look at the psychology.
Flex with actual achievements instead. Yeah, go flex with a degree.
Why people are doing.
Do a backflip and flex with that. Yeah, that's cheap. That's $0.
This. It seems as though people are willing to go
buy disposable coffee cups so you feel like you bought yourself homemade coffee from a coffee shop, and also good for making a coffee to go for your friends and family. That's very nice. I generally wish that people could hear themselves speak through buy disposable cups.
Out of their way by any means necessary and attain that feeling of, oh, peace, just for a minute. Good think for a minute. Just imagine all you look forward to in a day is getting a coffee from outside your house. That in of itself is a little sad.
That is depressing.
The fact that some people's only form of happiness is getting a coffee in a plastic cup. My happiness is seeing my family, my partner, my cats, my friends. But some people...
That's cringe. Why don't you love your coffee that much? The things you eat and consume. That's boring. Who gives a damn about family and friends? Ugh. Ugh. What the? She doesn't get it. They don't get it. They don't get what's going on there. No wonder. No wonder.
People just don't got it like that. And I feel like that is...
Life is nothing without my 20 sentence coffee cup in a plastic bottle. Man, my happiness in my stream and positive, not pirate social, definitely.
Kind of a point.
My happiness come from donating my streamer money. Whenever they see my donation and I read it, it feels like my attachment and friendship is increasing.
That can slip through the cracks quite easily, as it's like overconsumption, overconsumerism is at play here. When it's like, yeah, that too, but also here's this. I don't know, I feel like I am sounding like Psychowitz from Victoria, so please forgive me for my little bit of a armchair psychologist here. You know, I'm not trained in the field, but I've always said, if I wasn't drama queen, bitch, I would be listening to your problems and trying to help you out through them.
I mean, everybody have stupid guilty pleasures, right? Maybe this is just their dumb guilty pleasure. They just love to pretend they bought coffee and nobody knows. Nobody knows. I made coffee at home and they think I bought it from Starbucks. They thought I bought it from Starbucks. You dumb fuckers. You dumbass. I made it. Maybe this is just like some stupid brain rot, the guilty pleasure. I don't know.
But I mean, this says a lot about the current state of mind.
This is not a coffee. This is this is shit. Like, you're actually making shit right there. There's more ice in this.
People are in who partake in behaviors as such. And whilst we can...
I love this. You know, this is what I love the most. You see somebody put actual dog shit in their coffee. Bunch of sugar.
Behaviors as such.
And then they buy reduced fat milk. Oh, I gotta take care of my body. I gotta stay a little bit extra healthy, you know? I don't want I need my skim milk.
much. And whilst we can acknowledge maybe some reason behind the action itself, it doesn't always make it right. You could have just made that latte in a gorgeous,
what the fuck?
Reuse as much as you want cup that gives you the...
I'm sorry, but like, I drink my coffee. I know it's maybe boring for you. I drink my coffee black, homemade, with a little bit of skim milk. But like, this ain't no coffee. What the fuck is this?
Latte in a gorgeous...
This is dessert. It's literally a dessert.
Reuse as much as you want cup that gives you the exact same effect if you were to drink out of a plastic cup. The only difference
Black
there is
Ivory
that you
coffee.
have to
I'm the
throw that
worst
cup
with
away
names,
and buy
probably.
more. And we will be getting into those kinds of excuses that people are using whenever they're to show off these plastic cups in their TikToks. Oh, I'm just...
Adding American coffee is water compared to Nordic coffee. You know what's funny is that I heard that about beer as well. I don't know what to believe, but maybe it is.
To save money
That's
by
yeah, there you
buying
go.
more cups. Like, it's an absolute shame just how deep our overconsumption issue runs, and it's rampant at that. There are literal TikTok influencers who are encouraging you to go out of your way and buy these plastic cups in bulk. Now, I don't necessarily agree with big coffee chains who puts their coffee in these plastic cups just to be disposed of, but that is not what this video is about today. If you yourself can make a day-to-day difference, that is so rad, man. These corporations have literally brainwashed people into believing that your coffee truly tastes better because it comes from a plastic cup. It reminds me of that one documentary where that guy asks a class full of kids, so where does chocolate milk come from? Brown cows, apparently. This might ruffle some feathers, but I swear drinking coffee out of a plastic cup makes it taste better. My bloody f***ing ruffled are feathered. I hate to be so controversial right now, but the best ever iced coffee that I personally have had is when I made an iced coffee myself at my parents' house a couple of years ago when I was still living there, and my mum had bought these really cute Christmas cups with snowflakes on them, and they were the perfect size for an iced coffee. Actually, let me just text my sister, Halo Haley, yes, shout out Clout Tokens right now, if she can send me a picture of it that I'll put on screen right now. And I'll go even further. I am always seeing my dad make iced coffees in that particular cup. You want to know why? Because it actually doesn't matter what cup the coffee is in. If the coffee is good, it's good!
No way. No, you can do that? Oh my god.
So when you're blessed enough in life to have found a beast
This is so stupid.
cup, you'll never look back at those shitty ass plastic cups that make you feel like you've gotten the shittest coffee from Starbucks. Big Coffee is making you believe this lie that it tastes better in a cup, because there's a few reasons as to why coffee shop coffees taste so much better in
I love how smug everyone is in these videos. Have y'all noticed this? How like they're like, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, look at that. It's incredible, right? Like, I don't get it.
a plastic cup, I guess. It's A, because someone else is making
flexing,
it, you're not making it. Everyone makes coffee better than you, Susan. 2, their entire business model is built upon you coming back for thirds, seconds, 15ths. So they'll hire really good trained baristas and also invest in the quality of coffee that they're handing to their customers. It's not the fact that it comes in a plastic cup. It just matters how the coffee tastes. But I forget, with these TikTok motherfuckers, they care so much more about aesthetics than anything else on this planet. But I'm always coming to the same conclusion. What is stopping these people from making their coffees in cups they all—
Did you see they put 2 different types of milk and no coffee? Isn't that interesting?
already have. It's greed, it's consumerism, and it's a lack of self-control. And hey, yeah, I am the one to speak, as I have had pretty bad self-control with cigs and alky and food in the past. So I get it. I understand, and I'll go even as far as to say—
No, it's like Tulio says. It's coffee syrup. They put coffee syrup and just put milk in it. Oat milk and regular skimmed milk, and then they call it a day. And other sweet stuff.
I sympathize with what's going on here. Talking about it and acknowledging the problem is the very first step into discontinuing—
It's called a coffee? In their head it is. Starbucks also sometimes calls it coffee, but it's not really coffee. It's a milkshake.
The action that isn't serving us. And that's the thing.
And I think the reason why, by the way, they don't want to call them milkshake or realize why it's a milkshake is because it's unhealthy as fuck. Look at what you're putting in it.
Isn't it? The action of buying—
You should not make your daily thing to drink a sugary milkshake. This is the last thing you need. Even if you're skinny, this is a lot of sugar for no reason.
Disposable plastic cups.
You know what? You live your life, but it's just a weird thing to do.
Doesn't feel directly negative, as you're doing this for yourself.
Bro,
so it's hard to feel directly negative, as you're doing this for yourself.
Ugh.
So it's hard to even acknowledge that it's a problem in the first place. But with all this knowledge on where
it kind of feels cringe. Yeah, it does, right? Am I the one that I don't know, like, this is weird. I don't know.
Because people can't fucking stop buying useless shit that in the end
Dr. Pepper diet
make you happy.
I gotta
Then
stop.
what? Oh, it's
it.
the justification of this thing makes me feel good. Yes, and chain smoking sure does make me feel really good too. But should I be doing it? No,
smoke that
not.
shit.
No.
Yes,
Buy plastic cups
yes.
from Amazon and make coffee at home. I swear, the plastic cup will make you think you're spending money on coffee.
I think people are actually fucking dumb. Like, I told you, this is brain rot.
I swear, jumping from the tallest building will make you feel like you're flying.
Yeah.
That is how you're really starting to sound here, Jessica. If you're already investing in great coffee, then what the f is the point of the plastic cups? Why is it these people are allergic to using the cups they already have in the cupboard? Oh, that's right. Consume by any means necessary. Because it comes to a point where the "but it makes me feel good" excuse doesn't really cut it anymore. Getting on the beers at 6 a.m. until I pass out in the lounge sure does make me feel good, but should I be doing that? No. And no sane person would be encouraging that behavior either. The disposable cups that are making you feel good are going to landfill in hordes. The plastic cups that are making you feel good are slowly destroying this planet and a big contributor to global warming. So I'm really sorry if I don't give a damn that these plastic cups makes you feel good, because many bad things makes me feel good too, like getting on the drinks, like having a cig. We have quite literally beyond enough plastic waste coming from cafes and restaurants as it is. We do not need this kind of waste on a consumer level, as it just feeds into the production of this kind of to be thrown away, therefore successfully leading us to the destruction of our environment.
As much as I love this queen popping off and being like saying this, no, I agree. Like, if you start making more of a market of these non-recyclable like glasses, people will start producing more of it. But in the end of the day, like, it's still on sale. It's gonna be on sale, and that's how it is. Anything you do as one individual is not going to do any change to global warming or generally any kind of like situation when it comes to recycling or any damages to this planet on itself, or even the ocean, because in the end of the day, your government has the complete autonomy and control on this, and regardless of what you do, you will not even reach 0.0001% of any change of the anything that comes to like just all of this. So it's like, buying these non-recyclable bottle like the glass is just dumb, because you could just buy one thicker plastic one that you can just wash and reuse a million times. And I see no reason not to do it. You can still pretend you bought a glass, like a bottle from Starbucks or whatever, when you go to work. But the only thing different is that you got to bring it back home and wash it. And I don't see no reason to not do that.
But I forgot, it doesn't affect me.
Like, the pollution you're gonna cause or anything regarding this, it's not gonna change anything if you just stop using these non-recyclable like bottles at all or glasses at all. It won't. Unfortunately, it won't. But I see no reason to create a trend around it. It makes no sense.
But that is why it's warm in Illinois in December, babes.
I've been trying to stop.
No, listen. You don't, like, the amount of pollution is causing, of every country is causing, is insane. And you know, even those numbers are watered down. Like, let's say Norway, for example, they're polluting a fuck ton. But you know what they do? They buy like forests and stuff like that from other countries that, and then like mix it with their levels, so it looks like their pollution percentile is low. It's really dumb how things are set up. This is a completely different discussion. But anyways, recycle if you can. I always recycle. Don't buy recyclable plastic, and that's pretty much it. All you can do. You care about this.
Coffee, and I figured it out.
Climate compensation. Yeah, you know the word, Tulia. The climate compensation. Yeah, that's
I
the
bought
word.
a set of plastic cups and lids on Amazon for super cheap.
Oh my god.
And every morning that I make my coffee, put it in this. And now it literally tastes and feels like I just bought it from a coffee shop.
Oh my god.
Wait. So you're trying to stop spending money at your local cafes, but you're okay with spending that same money on the same plastic cups, just with your own coffee in it this time.
I don't think it costs that much. Like, you make it at home, you probably make it like less than $1 per like cup. And those plastic cups you buy probably 100 for like $5 or $10 or something.
Time. You are quite literally replacing one addiction for another. If you were really that worried about saving your money, you would be buying a reusable cup to put your coffee in the event of this person not having a reusable cup. But it's almost as if the problem is the constant desire to consume useless garbage. Oh, but drama queen, some cafes don't want to put their coffee in your reusable cup. Then let's find another cafe. Then let's sit down at the coffee shop and have the coffee. Then, I don't know, bring coffee with you to work in a reusable cup. Like, these excuses, they can pile on, and I get it. I get that kind of like self-justification and whatnot. But
I don't get it.
Quite literally talking about somebody who just said themselves they're trying to stop spending money at cafes, but then spending that same money on plastic cups. So, like, where is the logic there?
I am so extra and delulu that I made my very own stickers for my coffees that I make at home.
You cannot be serious right now, bruz. Not only are you going out of your way to buy these disposable plastic cups, but
who's gonna tell them that nobody gives a fuck? Like, somebody gotta tell these, like, somebody gotta tell them, like, nobody cares. Like, stop doing this. Nobody gives a shit.
Now, stickers! I really don't care how much of a I'm just a girl delulu you are. You cannot.
They do care though. The one making it care, but like nobody else care. And like the thing is that once they realize that nobody else gives a fuck, I don't think they will care as much. Like, I honestly think this is all like, oh my, like, I think they're thinking they are doing something big here. That this is a flex. They're turning it into a flex.
Be trying to make this behavior cute because it's actually quite the opposite. It's concerning, babes.
To make myself feel like I'm having
at least this is not the most like sad, like inconcerning thing to worry about. Like people making their own coffee at home and putting plastic cups and putting stickers. Yeah, is it weird? But it's probably, at least it's the most harmless thing they could do, right?
Coffee from a shop down the street or something, so I don't spend money.
Can we please stop with this common excuse of I'm doing this so I can stop spending money? How did you buy those stickers? oh,
am I the only one disgusted with every single cup of coffee they made or cup of milkshake they made? Like, I don't understand what the hell they're creating.
You spent money. How did you buy those disposable plastic cups? Oh, you spent money. This person is coping. They're trying to justify a strange behavior to themselves just to make themselves feel better about what they're doing. And whilst I can sit here and be sympathetic and empathetic towards those who feel the need to be acting like they're at Starbucks every other day to make themselves feel better, we can ignore.
This is the best thing though. Look at this girl. They don't want to buy stuff at Starbucks, but they still buy Starbucks products so they can use it at home to make their own coffee at home. But they feel like an achievement that they made the coffee at home instead of going to Starbucks.
That this behavior is strange.
My whole mess of a coffee station, and like I have a really nice espresso machine, but I'm lazy, and so I like to go out.
You have a nice espresso machine, but you don't use it.
And spend more money on coffee.
It's crazy how this person is showing very self-aware behaviors that, you know, they are lazy. So that is why they go to a coffee shop and buy the coffees. But you're buying stickers and straws and plastic cups to fix that problem?
You do?
So instead now, I make myself think that I'm buying coffee.
Bro, this is insane. You have every syrup that there is.
When in reality, it's just my own coffee. See, it looks like it came from a little coffee shop, but it's just from my house. By doing this, I saved myself like, what, $5, $6? Not bad.
I really just don't get it, because this TikToker can do exactly what she's doing, but with reusable cups, but with reusable straws.
Microplastics are delicious. Yeah. Yeah, they gotta, that's the thing they're not thinking about either, is that?
With no stickers. But it's this innate feeling of needing to consume. And the whole lazy part is just an excuse in of itself, because you're telling me all it took to not be lazy to make your own coffee anymore was to buy straws, plastic cups, and stickers? But what happens when that novelty wears off? Just going back to the coffee shops, because it was never about the stickers. It was never about the cups and the at-home coffee vibe. It was all about, what trend can I hop on today? What else can I spend my money on? So with all that said, Yappersville, thank you so much for joining me in another one of these just exhausting topics. I know. It feels like every other week you're seeing videos about overconsumption here on YouTube. But the issue is so much deeper than people actually think it is. It's not about people hoarding makeup or clothes. It's this. Yap on about all your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below, because I'm sure I have quite some people who may disagree with this entire video. Thank you for your stay at Yappersville today, everybody. I cannot wait to see you again soon. Take care of yourselves, and most of all, love your fucking selves.
True. That's true. I like this channel. It's cool. Let me see. Are there people disagreeing? They make reusable glass and plastic cups then just that look just like that too. They're durable and washable. This is the thing I said from the start of the fucking video. Like, why don't you just buy that? Why? Watching this from Germany makes me feel especially dumb, because we can't even buy plastic straw or just a single-use plastic plates and stuff and then you see this in America. Like, this is a thing, like, people don't realize, is that it's like these effects can only be changed from the government. It can't really do, the people cannot change anything. And once the government changes the rule set of usage and how they pollute, etc., that's when you start seeing changes. I don't get it. Every single drink these people made in this video looked fucking disgusting to me. So much syrup, so much random trash. That's a milkshake. And I bet like some of these milkshakes are good, but like that's just sugar. It ain't no coffee. And also it's so dumb for a status symbol if you want to use it to buy. It's a brain rot mentality where you think you bought coffee, but you made it at home. And you just put it all together at home and bought these products to make it look like you bought somewhere else. Like, if this is going to be a flex view, like, you can do so much of other things in life to flex. And people are very focused on flexing nowadays. People are really focused on everybody that are struggling really want to present themselves in the best manner as possible and flex in the dumbest way possible. And I don't know, like all of this, I don't get it. I mean, I get what they're thinking, but I just don't get the point of it, because you could just, at least the main point of this video seemed more like about this a non-reusable plastic. And why would you drink from a non-reusable cup either way? There's a bunch of microplastic that will constantly dissolve into your cup. Like, why would you use that shit? Fucking move. What the heck? I don't know. Anyway, you tell me down below what you think. Sub to the channel if you like this these kind of videos and want to watch more. Like the video itself if you enjoyed it. And yeah, come by my Twitch on twitch.tv/Adley if you want to yap with me live. I'll see you guys around. Take care and have a good one. Peace, y'all. Bye.